Bring your hands onto your knees. Release your shoulders. Start taking some nice, easy breaths. And connect with your mat. Connect with your breath. Connect with yourself. So releasing your shoulders away from your ears. Relaxing your glutes, your hips. Focusing on your breath. And bring your left hand onto your heart center. Connect with your pulse and your right hand onto your belly. Take deep belly breaths, focusing on your large intestine. So breathe into the belly, pull back so that you're giving your large intestine a bit of a massage. So when the large intestine is blocked, you feel apathy, you get brain fog, our self-esteem is diminished, and there's hoarding. So any hoarding, clutter, any control issues. So if we define ourselves as control freaks, the large intestine meridian very often is blocked. So take 2 more deep breaths here. Breathe into the large intestine. The large intestine has more effect on the respiratory system than the lung because of the microbiome and various other attributes. So breathe deeply into this large intestine and press your hand, your belly into your hand, and feel when you're pulling your belly back, connect with it. And then releasing your arms down, pressing into your fingers, shoulders away from the ears, and stretch your hands forward, pressing into your palms, stretching forward, pulling your head back, especially working on the neck and shoulders now because that is part of the large intestine. If your neck and shoulders are tight, they're compressing the large intestine meridian. And then bring your thumbs between your eyebrows. Press into the stress release point and breathe into your belly. Press your shoulders away from your ears. And if the lung is not balanced, then we feel disappointed. It can become blocked through grief and loss. So once we open both these meridians, we move into lightness and moving forward. So the large intestine is moving forward with a lightness, and the lung is joy and enthusiasm. So that you feel light and free and joyful. Take 2 more breaths. And then releasing your hands down onto your knees. Take a deep breath in, bring your shoulders up to your ears. And then a strong sigh. Drop your chin so you can feel it on your chest or towards your chest. Press your shoulders down, press your elbows onto your legs. So stretch your neck. And then coming up to seated, pressing your fingers on the outside of your nostril. That's the last point on the large intestine meridian. Press, open your jaw, and clench. And keep rubbing these points. Open, and clench. And then last time, open, and clench. And then releasing your hands down for lion's breath. So breathing in. Shoulders all the way up to the ears, ground your sit bones, take another breath, open up the lungs, and clear the lungs of all stale air and all stale thoughts, breathing in. or disappointment, releasing that. Lift up, stretch your large intestine, fill your lungs, and long tongue, breathing out. Release that stale air from the bottom of your lungs. Last time, breathe in. Up, more, one more sip, and out. And then roll your shoulders up and back. So while you're doing this, focus on releasing the shoulders. So pull your shoulders down and lift them up consciously so that you can release the meridian, the large intestine meridian that goes up the back of the shoulders, especially in those neck and shoulder muscles. And stop them from being blocked. And then up and forward and rounding. Opening up your back, opening up the heart insertion point. The sacral chakra nourishes the large intestine. So if we have issues in the sacral chakra, which is feeling lack, not feeling the feeling of abundance, if we're closing down to our creativity, then we also affect the large intestine. Everything works together. And rolling 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. And releasing your hands onto your knees. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Stretch your arms out to the side and bring them to the center. The palms facing, breathing in. Strong outwards, bringing energy and heat into the body. And as we do this, you should feel your fingertips warming up. So we're moving the circulation, we're moving the lymphatic circulation as well in the arms, as well as opening up the meridians. So start pressing your shoulder blades together, bringing your arms to parallel in the front, keeping your arms parallel to the floor. Your palms face each other in the front, but they don't touch. Just do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release your hands down onto your knees. Feel the energy in your arms. Breathe in and breathe out. And then stretch your arms out. Make fists and thumb between your chest muscle and your shoulder muscle. That's where your lung starts. Lung 1 and 2. Thumb. Breathe in. So you're actually taking the knuckles of your fingers and you're thumping into this lung 1 and 2. Working a bit of triceps, yeah. And the shoulders. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release your hands down onto your knees, palms facing down. Deep breath into the belly. More air in and release. And then legs out in front. Waking up the legs now. Now that the arms are woken up, because the legs are not working on the meridians. You can do that behind your knees, top of the knees, thighs, especially the lower back. Chest and glutes, up, down the arms, especially on the top of the shoulders and just behind. Top of the shoulders, just behind, up the neck. And then fingertips onto your scalp. So wake up all these meridians in the scalp. Give your scalp some circulation. Bring yourself into the present. And fists together in front of your heart center. Breathing into the left, out to the right. So untwisting the spine. Opening up the spine, swiveling. Release your lower back. Make sure that your belly is quite relaxed. So don't tighten your mula bandha here because we're trying to swivel on the large intestine. and opening up the stomach as well and the diaphragm. So the diaphragm, we need to work for the lungs. So, strong twist. So really swing your arms so that you're opening up the upper back and the mid back. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry, I was getting in the way. Hands on your knees, take a deep breath in and breathing out. Ganesh Mudra, opening the heart chakra. Left palm forward, right palm on top. Interlock your fingers, left elbow up, breathing in, right elbow breathing out. Flex your feet for this one, because we're grounding our sit bones, flexing our feet, focusing on opening the heart center. To nourish the lungs. So, deep in breaths and expelling the air. Getting rid of disappointment and loss. Can't always get rid of grief because it's a process, but we can release feelings of disappointment and loss. I suppose they're all linked. Breathing in joy, breathing in enthusiasm, breathing in integrity. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And pull your fingers, flex your feet, take a deep breath in. Hold your breath, drop your chin to your chest and pull. Pull in your mula bandha, so pull in your belly button. And release. Hands down onto your knees. Take a deep breath in. Feel your pulse. Breathe out. And wide legs. Opening up the sacral chakra. Hands on your knees. And start rotating. All the way around, whichever way you chose first. Rotating, big openings. Opening up the sacral. One. Keep going, yogis. Just 2 more rounds here. Flex your feet, open your inner thighs, press the backs of your legs onto the mat. Also, as from next week, I'm going to add a part so that you can just enter whenever you need to. Apparently, that's the trick that I missed. Hands up into goddess, big circles. Round your sit bones, flex your feet. Pull in your belly button when you come back. Focus and visualize your large intestine. And bringing your hands above your crown, tiny circles, but using your deep abdominal muscles, pulsing on your large intestine. Releasing apathy and brain fog, so nice alert brain. Hands down onto your knees and other direction. Big circles, bringing heat into the body, opening the sacral chakra. Opening up that center of abundance and creativity and harmony, discernment, discerning about who you choose to keep company with and where you put your energy. Energy is a scarce commodity. You have to use it wisely. These arms up, goddess. Keep listening to your breath. Bringing it into your large intestine. And then hands above your crown. Little circles. Bring your hands down onto your knees. Take a deep breath in and out. Hands into the mudra. So hold your thumbs with all your fingers and then lift your ring finger and your pinky up. Bring your hands together. So the base of your palm, especially the base of your thumbs, and your ring fingertip and your pinky tip touch. Breathe in, and then strong HA. Flex your feet, rising the pelvis. Rounding, especially the sacral and navel chakras, which support the large intestine. 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and release. Hands onto your knees. Deep breath in and out. Going to open up the yin meridian first, the lung. So take your right hand and dig your fingers into this place here between your shoulder and your chest. Lung 1 and 2. You press firmly into the spot, you'll get lung 1 and 2. And then press your fingers down your bicep, the top of your bicep. Just dig your fingers in. And then on the thumb side of your bicep tendon, so if you flex your elbow, you'll feel a tendon popping up. Press on the thumb side. And then push your fingers down your arm, just between the center of your arm and the outside of your arm. You'll feel there's a nice little gap there between some tendons. And in the base of your thumb on your palm, that point is often very sensitive. So if you feel that your lung needs attention, use this point. You're feeling loss or disappointment. And then the outside of the thumbnail, give that a good press. And then left hand, digging into these points, lung 1 and 2, between the chest muscles and the shoulder. And then along the top of the bicep. And then bend your elbow, bicep tendon, on the thumb side of the bicep tendon. And all the way down your arm, just between the center line of the arm and the outside, to the base of the thumb muscle on the palm, to the outside of the right thumbnail. Hands down onto your knees, breathe in and out. Now the young meridian, the vigorous, the masculine large intestine, outside of the forefinger, that's where it starts. So patting quite vigorously. Then on this point here, between the forefinger and the thumb, there's a point on the palm of the hand where the V, there's a V, press that, but vigorously, because this is a universal pain point. Like lavender is for aromatherapy oil, it's good for everything, this is good for everything. Vigorous rub. And then pat the top of the arm. If your hand is out, to shake someone's hand all the way up, but strongly. Behind your shoulder, and then pinch this muscle here. Give it a good pinch. Fingers in behind you. And then pinch the muscle up your neck, up the left side of your neck. And then under your nostril tap and lift next to your nostril tap. Okay, other side. Outside of the forefinger, tapping. Squeeze this point. Just remember that every session that we do, that we're doing Meridian yoga, is a healing session for you. It's like doing self-healing. And then tapping. Tapping hard, really vigorous movements. Shoulder, behind your shoulder, and then dip your fingers in behind your shoulder, pinching this trapezius muscle.
Oh God.
Feel your fingers behind you, and then pinch your neck. See this muscle that comes down here? Give that a pinch. And then under your nostril, next to your nostril. And then release. your hand, your legs in your right stance, hands on your knees. Take a deep breath in and out. Stretch your hands out, press the walls away. Pull your belly button in. This is a neural stretch, opening up the nerves in the arms, flexing your wrists. So opening up the wrists and your feet are flexed, kneecaps are lifted. And then shake your wrists. Pull your fists in to your waist. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, pressing your elbows together. And then press your hands up or shoot them up into stars, like starfish. So shaking, 1, 2, 3. Bring your fists in and shoot your hands. So breathing in, shake. 1, 2, 3 in breaths. There's 3 split breaths. Breathing in and out. 1, 2, 3, out, out. So in, out, out. One more. And keep your hands up, pressing into your fingers, pressing into your palms. Lift your kneecaps. And then interlace your thumbs. So hook your thumbs together, bring your hands down onto the mat. Look up to the ceiling. Open your throat and rounding for the cat. So doing cat-cow in this position. Looking up and rounding. Looking up, breathing in and rounding. And 2 more, breathing in, pressing your belly forward and pulling back. Number 2. Come up to seated, left leg out, right foot on the inside of your thigh for Janusirsasana. Breathing in, arms up and fold forward. So squeeze yourself over your leg, opening the right side of your lower back, stretching your arms forward. Rotate your inner elbows towards the ceiling, so opening your shoulders. Walk your fingers a little bit further, flex your left foot. Keep focusing on your large intestine, taking lots of air into your lungs, trying to clear all these stuck issues, especially brain fog and apathy, out of the large intestine, and bringing enthusiasm into the lungs. 2 more breaths. Bring yourself down a bit lower, open the hamstrings, the backs of the thighs. And then coming up to seated, cross your thumbs, arms up, breathing in. And stretch forward and pull back. Use the breath. Here we almost pulsing on the large intestine. And we're using the breath and the diaphragm. Working all those points that need to be worked. Crossing the thumbs, the lung. Just do 2 more. 1, 2. Left arm up and twist to the right. Lift up, flex your left foot over your right shoulder. Breathe into your belly, lifting up a little bit more. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Open the left side of your neck. And face forward. Lean left. So ground your left forearm, bring your right arm over. So give your pancreas and spleen a good squeeze as well, but we're especially focusing on the descending colon, on the large intestine. Look at your palm. And come up to seated. Hands in fists. Breathe in to lung 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3. Hands out, stretching into your fingers, arms up, breathing in. And releasing your hands down. Both feet together. Breathing. Roll forward. Take a deep breath in and out. Coming up to half boat. Knees are bent. Hands up the side. Kicking your feet. And then bring your hands behind your legs, coming to full boat. Press your legs against your hands. Pull your hands against your legs. Release your legs. Put your arms out to the side. And bending your legs again and kicking. Release your ankles, release your toes. Pulling your belly button. And coming to a seated forward fold. Both legs straight. Drop your forehead towards your knees. Pull yourself down. Take a deep breath in and out. And coming up to seated, Janusasana on the right. Breathing in, arms up. And breathe out, fall forward. Next to your foot, press the back of your knee into the mat. Drop your forehead to your knee. Open the back of your glutes in the back and the left, on the left-hand side. Especially the sacroiliac joint, the lower back. Take a deep breath in and out. And another deep breath in here, pulling yourself down further. Press the back of your knee into the mat. Flex your foot. And coming up to seated, interlock or cross your thumbs, breathing in. So you've got bat wings. Breathe in and forward. And pulling back. Pushing your ascending colon now. Whenever we work the diaphragm, we're also working the transverse colon. So it goes up, across, and down. So we're working the one coming up. Breathing in. Taking the breath to the lungs. Lightness, moving forward with enthusiasm. Feeling excited and hopeful. This is what we're doing when we're opening up the lung and the large intestine. Welcoming in new possibilities. 2, 1, 2 more. This is the last one. And right arm up, breathing in. Twist to the left. Put your right palm or fingertips down onto the mat behind you so that you can feel your arm supporting your body. And look over your shoulder and then drop your left ear to your left shoulder, opening up your neck. Take 2 more breaths here into your belly. Enjoying the lung and the large intestine. And come facing forward, leaning to the right. Squeeze your liver and gallbladder and your ascending colon. Look at your palm. Open up the ribs. Breathe deeply. Always forget to massage our internal organs. And then coming up to seated. Stretching out your arms, make fists. Breathe in. 2, last one. 3, into the lung. Both legs out in front, fold forward. Hold the outside of your feet, breathe in and breathe out. And then coming up to seated, wide-legged seated stance for eagle, eagle beak. So right arm over left at the elbows. Take your fingers into the palm of your hand or on that large intestine 4 point. Breathe in, lift up your elbows. Look up at the ceiling, press your knees down and flex your feet. And SH, as you bring your elbows into your belly. So breathing in. Stretch your arms out, so opening up the wings, pressing into your palms. Bring your hands into fists and thump your lodging at your lung points. Hands down onto your knees, breathing in, breathing out. Left arm over right, eagle beak, breathing in. Elbows to the ceiling, breathing out, into your belly. 2, 3, 4. Last one, 5. And stretch your arms out, pressing the walls. Hands into fists, thumping the lung 1 and 2. Release your hands down onto your knee. Breathe in, breathe out. Stretch your arms out in front, crossing the right arm over the left and the left arm over the right. More strong breaths. We're doing a lot of breaths in this large intestine because of the effect on the respiratory system of both of these meridians. Two more, 1 and 2, and release your hands down onto your knees. Feel your palms on your knees. Feel the energy in your arms. Take your shoulders away from your ears. And then hold your thumbs, arms out, and do big circles. So feel the release. Relax your wrists and your elbows, especially when you're doing these circles. Just do big circles and feel the release and change direction. And then release your hands down onto your knees. Breathe in and out. And then coming up into table, drumming the tops of your feet. So we can do cat-cow. Maintain spinal flexibility for all the nerves that service the organs. Looking up, breathing in, and rounding, breathing out. Breathing in for cow, and rounding for cat. And last time, breathing in, and rounding. And coming into neutral. Left leg pointing to the ceiling. So bend your left leg to 90 degrees. Keep your arms straight, inner elbows facing forward. And touch the ceiling 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch your left leg out behind you. We're going to bring our knee towards our nose. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch your left leg out onto the ball of your foot to make space for all your toes. Press back so you can feel a stretch in your calf and rock forward. So rocking forward and back on your right knee, opening up the arch of your foot, rocking on your toes, on the balls of your feet, ball of your left foot. And then steady yourself, pull in your belly button, lift your right leg up into your body and step back into plank, breathing in, breathing out. Come into down dog, opening up the backs of your legs and lengthen your arms, drop your crown to the mat. Take deep breaths in down dog, ground each finger, pressing especially the base of the thumb muscle, the lung. Press that down. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. And then come into up dog, rock into up dog. Stay on the balls of your feet so you can press kidney 1 into the mat, bubbling spring. Bring energy in, open your throat, eyes roll back. And down dog. Pressing all the way back again. And then back into table. Coming to the cow, drop your belly, round and hollow your spine, eyes rolled back, and rounding for the cat. And neutral table. Right leg up, point to the ceiling 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch your leg out towards the back of the room. Point your toe, use your glutes. Going to do 5 puffing cats. Breathing in, knee to nose. 1. Strong out breath. 2, 3, 4, 5. And stretch your leg back and rock. So find a space that you can find that rocking. How it must work for you that you feel a stretch in your calf and your Achilles tendon, that you're rocking backwards and forwards, opening up the foot as well. And then steady yourself, ground your right leg and foot, and then your right, all of your foot, lifting your quads, lift your left leg up. Strong right leg, lifting up the left leg, step back into plank. Breathing in and breathing out. Push back into down dog. Press your heels back. Drop your crown. Lengthen your arms. Just focus on opening up the whole body. Whole body is working together. Just remember the lung and large intestine are both organs of elimination. So we're breathing out through the lung and we're excreting out through the large intestine. So if you start building up a sweat, that's good. It means you're detoxing. It's working. Come into up dog. Look up, roll your eyes back, squeeze your glutes, straighten your arms. Press back into down dog. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Bring your knees to the mat and come into child's pose. Stretching your arms forward, dropping your forehead to the mat. Pressing your glutes towards your heels. Take 2 more breaths here. And then coming up into a squat. Always have to do a squat because we need to strengthen our feet and ankles. Feel your pulse, follow your breath, feel your belly. And then bring your knees together and then hug your legs. So hold your elbows. Ground the balls of your feet and your toes. It's quite tricky. So breathing in, look up. And then blow out a candle. Bringing your chin to your chest. Breathing in. And blow out the candle in front of you on the mat. And last time, look up. Breathe in and blow out the candle. Release your hands down onto the mat. Cross your left leg over your right leg. Strengthening the feet so that we can move forward with lightness. So keeping your fingertips on the mat, crossing your left leg over your right leg. If you want to, bring your hands into namaste. Some days it works, some days it doesn't work. And then change legs and ground your left foot. We're working the ankles strongly here. So we can have enthusiasm, leaping forward with happiness. Bringing your hands into namaste, your heart center. Find your fingertips. This is something you can practice if you're watching Netflix. And then release. Down. Bring both feet together. Straighten your legs, come into a standing forward fold. And then widen your legs. Prasarita, wide-legged standing forward fold. Left hand onto the mat, right arm up. Lift your kneecaps, stretch your fingers to the ceiling, and change. And then just change quickly. So just swinging, swing your arm up. But touch as you come through, just to ground. You can either look up at the ceiling or you can keep looking down at the mat, just watching your hands change. And then bring both hands down to the mat, drop your head, stick your tail up, lift your kneecaps, bend your knees, and then rolling up, round back, shoulders to the ears, and back. Keep your feet in this wide stance. We're going to open up the large intestine. So interlock across your thumbs, behind your back. And you're going to swing so that your arms are loose. So you're swinging to the side like this. Arms are very floppy and loose, and you're swinging your body from one side to the other. Okay, so now we're going to do 3 of these swings. 1 and 2 and 3 and fold forward. Straighten your legs, pull on your thumbs, open your shoulders, drop your head. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. Coming up to standing, swinging. 1, 2, swiveling on the large intestine. 3, fold forward, straight legs, arms over, pulling on your thumbs. Bend your knees, come up, last time. Breathing in, 2, 3. Fold forward, straight legs, arms over, interlock your thumbs. And bend your knees, come all the way up. And jump on the balls of your feet, hopping, releasing your wrists and your thumbs. And both feet together, hip width apart, hands in fists. Tap your Sridham point. Open up the energy, release the large intestine. And hands in Namaste for hip circles. Pull your hips forward. Lift your left hip. Take your tail back. Lift your right hip forward. And other direction. Left hip up. Tail to the back. I meant that was right actually, sorry. Left hip up now and forward. Pull your hips forward. Release your tail to the back, pressing your palms together. Pull your hips forward. Feel that very strong pull. Use your Kegel muscles as deep abdominal pelvic floor muscles. Release your tail and pull and release. And last time, pull and release. Hands down in Tadasana. Releasing your shoulders. Pressing into your fingers and coming into chair, breathing in. And bring your hands into Namaste. Twist to the left and flick your right foot back. You're pressing your right leg against your left leg with your right leg, bending it, toes pointing back. Both feet together. Come back to center, come back to chair. Interlock your thumbs behind your back, straighten your legs, fold forward. Dropping your crown to the mat, pulling your thumbs. And come back into chair. Sitting on your chair, pulling your belly button in, but pull your hips forward. Hands in Namaste, twisting to the right. Flick your left foot back, flick. Press your left leg against your right leg. It's always about whole body awareness. And drop your left foot down, come to center. Stretch your arms up into chair. Interlock your thumbs behind your back, straighten your legs, pull your arms over, drop your crown, and release up into standing. Left hand on your heart center, right hand on your belly. Closing your eyes, feeling your large intestine, feeling your pulse, listening to your breath. Tadasana, open your eyes, hands in Namaste. Take a deep breath in here, press your palms together, especially the base of the thumb. And Tadasana, breathing in, arms up. Right leg back, warrior one. Press out your wings, so pressing into the neural stretch. Hands into fists and thumb here on lung 1 and 2. Cross your arms in front of those points and straighten your front leg, come down, folding forward, all the way down. Right hip forward, left hip back. And bend your front leg, bringing your hands back in front of your shoulders. Lift your elbows so you're going into the back bend. Elbows to the ceiling. And come facing forward, interlace your thumbs, cross your thumbs. Pull your shoulders back, come into warrior 3. So lift your back leg. Rounding your left foot and ankle. This is opening the crown and the base. Stepping back with your right foot, arms up. Warrior 1. And stepping to the front of the mat. Hands in Namaste. Take a deep breath in. And breathing out. Feeling excited and hopeful, so welcoming in new possibilities. Tadasana. Breathing in, arms up. Left leg back. Warrior 1. Arms in neural. Pressing into your palms, pull your left hip forward. Hands into fists. Thumping the lung. And then cross your arms and feel the lung points with the palms of your hand. And then slide your hands down to your elbows, straighten your front leg, fold forward. Left hip forward, right hip back. Lift your ankles. Ground your big toes. And then bend your front leg, coming up, hands in front of your lungs again, so you can back bend. Lift your elbows to the ceiling, open your throat. And come facing forward. Interlace your hands behind your thumbs, behind your back. And come into warrior 3, left leg up. Feel your thumbs pulling. There are always new possibilities. There's always something new you can do or change or think about. And stepping back, warrior 1. And step forward. Feet together, Samastiti, hands in Namaste. Tadasana. Breathing in, arms up. Right leg back into triangle. So straight legs, kneecaps lifted, tip into the triangle. Looking at your thumb, strengthening the knees. Fingers to the ceiling. Breathing into your belly. Breathe in and out. And coming up to standing. Taking your arms out to the side and then up. So onto the ball of your back foot for lunge. Stretching your arms up. Bringing your hands into fists and thump your Shedantien point. Open up this large intestine point. So no more apathy, no more brain fog, no more low self-esteem. Move forward. And stick to the front, hands in Namaste. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. Tadasana, breathing in, arms up. And left leg back, Trikonasana, triangle. And tip down, stack your shoulders, looking up at your thumb, stretching your fingers to the ceiling. Breathing. Arches lifted, or ankles lifted. Using your quads. Strong feet and legs to move forward. Come up to standing. Widen your arms. Swivel on your back foot. Bend your front knee. Come into a lunge. Arms stretched up. Pressing into the ball of the back foot, so you're almost working your inner thighs. Hands in fists, Dyan. Open up the belly, patting out the brain fog. Oh, gut brain. And step to the front of the mat. Hands in Namaste. And releasing your hands in Tadasana for tree. So we're going to do the fingertip mudra, connecting the throat and the heart, the Padma mudra in the crown, and then the Namaste mudra. So left foot grounded, right leg up, onto your ankle, calf, thigh. Fingertips touching. Pointy finger at your throat, thumb at your heart. Connecting the throat and the heart. This is the speaking with compassion tree. And then bring your hands into Padma Mudra, the 1,000-petaled lotus, into your crown, right leg forward. And into Namaste, cross your thumbs, take your right leg back, warrior three. Press into your back foot. And both feet together, breathing in, releasing. Round your lower back, release your elbows and release your wrists so that your arms are quite floppy. And then come back up to standing. Your ankles and your feet are going to be well exercised after this. Right leg grounded, left leg up. But we can never appreciate enough how supported you'll be if we do slip or if we're walking on an uneven surface, if we don't twist our ankles or break them. Pressing into your fingertips, joining the heart and the throat. And Padma Mudra into the crown, bringing in the wisdom of the universe so that we can move forward with lightness and feel excited, all these new possibilities. And Namaste, cross your thumbs, left leg back, press into your palms. In warrior three and your arms are out in front, really helps with balance. And both feet together, breathing in, breathing out, and stay down. Just hang your arms, bend your knees, drop your head. And then make your way onto the mat, lying on your stomach. One flat hand on top of the other, put your forehead on your hands and rock your hips from side to side. The adrenal rock, just releasing in. This releases and balances the adrenals. Do a few more rocks here. And then roll over onto your back. Do a long stretch. So flex your feet, interlace your fingers, and stretch. Press the back of the room, lift your heels off the mat. Squeeze your face muscles, pull in your belly, lift your kneecaps, and then relax. Spine is nice and curved here. And then bring your right knee up into your chest and give it a good squeeze. So this is the yoga asana for stomach issues and bloating. Squeezing your leg into your body. And then take your right hand into the arch of your foot and stretch your leg back. Opening the inner thighs. Put your left hand onto your left hip. Your right leg is sort of diagonally out to the side. Just the most important thing is to open up the hip flexors. And release right leg all the way down, left leg up. So pull your leg into your body. So you aligning the left leg with the descending colon, the right leg with the ascending. Take your left hand into your arch of your foot and pull it over, right hand on your hip, opening up the inner thighs. And release your left leg all the way down. Flex your feet, interlace your hands. Long body, so stretch your body. So making lots of space for your organs. And release. It often happens when we sit at a desk for so long, we squish our organs. Bring your right knee into your chest again, and then take it over to the left. And then look at your right hand, bring your left hand onto your right thigh. And just keep twisting and breathing. And this sitting and squishing ourselves also squishes the diaphragm, so we don't breathe deeply. If you breathe with shallow breaths enough times in a day, you will get anxious. It's just what the brain does. It doesn't understand why it's not getting in the air. Just take 2 more breaths. And then bring knees into your chest, both knees. Squeeze, bring your nose to your knees. And then stretch your right leg out, left leg up and over to the right. Right hand on your hips or thigh, left hand out to the left, looking at your hand. Release your legs. They don't have to be in any specific shape. Just opening your spine. Take 2 more breaths here. And then knees into your chest, rolling up to seated in Sukhasana. We're going to do Kapalabhati breaths, so the shining skull to raise our energy vibration. We're going to do 5 of them, breathing in for 4 counts, out for the last. With the Agni Mudra, so flat palm facing the ceiling, thumb facing forward, right hand in a fist with a thumb up like a candle at your belly button. Breathing in and out. In. Strong out breath. Breathing in. Number 4. Bringing fire into the belly. Last breath. Release your Agni Mudra. And you bring your hands in front of your heart center. Warm up your hand chakras. And bring your hands into your heart, tilting your head down in thanks. And yogis, always remember to thank yourselves for your light and for your presence. Come facing forward. Let's use our third eyes for wisdom, our lips for love, and our hearts for peace. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely large intestine and lung day. Moving forward with lightness and clarity and spring cleaning. Namaste.
Thank you, Dyan. Have a great week.
Yeah, thanks, you too, Dan.
Dyan, that was so
Thanks,
pretty,
Meridian.
as always.
No, pleasure.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Jackie.